Hi, take another. Hey, Vanna. Hey, Jenna. I don't really have a good way of having the box visible. Hey, Val. Hey, Diego. Give me a second. Let me try. Nope. That doesn't do anything at all. Ready for this new responsibility? Hey, Anunnaki. I'll wait for a few more people to come in before I actually unbox it. Hey, Roxanne. Getting a laptop? Yes. Hey, Eddie. Calling into the desktop. Laptops are just easier. You're the first to say hi because you love me the most. Thanks, take another. But it's not a competition. Hey, no name. It's an Asus, but I'll show you more. I'll give a few more minutes for, like I said, for a few more people to come in, and then I'll unbox it and show it off a bit. Thanks, Jenna. You have my old laptop? No. No, honestly, like, I imagine I'll probably keep this laptop for a little while. This old laptop for a little while. Does Cornwall have a 24-hour grocery store? I don't think so, no. I don't believe we have any 24-hour grocery stores. We barely have 24-hour anything. We've got a 24-hour McDonald's and, like, drive-through. Like, we've got a McDonald's that has a 24-hour drive-through, and I think, like, one or two Tim Hortons that have 24-hour drive-throughs. But Cornwall is not a 24-hour city. Sometimes I accidentally step on my laptop, so that's a slightly pretty purple line on my screen. How do you step on your laptop? How far am I from Montreal? It's about an hour's drive. It's about an hour, yeah, about an hour or so drive. It's on the floor. But why is your laptop on the floor, Jenna? Why aren't you putting it on your desk? Trying to run diagnostics and won't proceed beyond 0%. That's not very useful. Rico Walmart used to be open 24/7. Not here. The one in Cornwall hasn't been 24 hours in like a decade at least. What does Cornwall even have? Just a supermarket? Yeah, and we've got like a Walmart supercenter. We've got a couple of grocery stores. Very French or English speaking. It's a little bit of both. There's a fair number of French people, I think. Starbucks 20%. The one in Cornwall, I don't think so. I don't think the one in Cornwall is 24/7, 24 hours. All the Walmarts in Texas are back to 24 hours. Yeah, I mean, ours, like, at one point, I think. Like, I think at one point, the Walmart here might have been 24 hours, but it was a long time ago. The Supercenter, which opened while I was still working there, so back in, like, 2016? I want to say maybe 2016. Hey, Trailer Swift. I want to say something like 2016 that the that the Supercenter opened, the Walmart Supercenter. The regular Walmart opened like at least like 25 years ago. Like the at least. Yeah, so like we Walmart opened within my lifetime. The Walmart in Cornwall opened. I probably would have been. Damn, must be close to 30 years ago. Exactly, Average Dude. Yes, it was on Brookdale. So there's like 30 years ago that it opened on Brookdale, and I think at one point that Walmart may have been 24/7 for a little while. Maybe I don't really remember. It was about 2016 that they changed to a position, changed to a location on what street is that? I forget what street it is, but not too far from the old location. But they opened a new location, a larger store. They opened a new larger store with groceries and everything. That one opened in 2016. That one was never 24 hours. That one's been 11 p.m. closing time since it opened. 11 or midnight, I don't remember. My Walmart's workers hoover over you at self-checkout. Fuck self-checkouts, honestly. Where's my new Gateway laptop? Do I like filet of fish? No. Thank you, Walmart. Fuck Walmart. Fuck Walmart. One time I pissed myself in a Walmart. I think about that a lot. I mean, not the weirdest thing that happens in a Walmart. Do I understand French? I do not. I'm a Kmart girl. Kmart was always popular. Awesome people representing tonight. Remember Zellers? Yes, I do remember Zellers. No name. Every so often, ages, I always go to the cutest cashier in the self checkout. Honestly, so I usually just like there's a grocery store that I usually hit up. It's usually they got like 2 caches open. The Walmart, they might have like 1, maybe 2 caches open at any given time. At least at the times that I've gone down. Walmart's on 9th Street? Yeah. Yeah, it's 9th, and I forget the cross street. Like, I was trying to remember the cross street that it's on. Bought my first gun from a Walmart. You get the Zeller's Diner? Once or twice. I think I did a couple of times when I was a kid. Didn't go to Zeller's very often. As I recall, I believe the Zellers in Cornwall might have been in the East End. And I mean, it's not like Cornwall's a big city. So I mean, it's not like it's that out of the way, but it wasn't the most convenient store to go to. Cumberland, right? Cumberland, yes. So yeah, like it's not a convenient. Like Zellers just wasn't really convenient for my family, so we didn't go there very often. Usually we would go. Remember when Target opened in Canada and lasted for a year? Yeah, yeah. They just completely bungled it. They just fucked it up entirely. And you just know whatever jackass is in charge of that got a hugely generous severance package while the regular employees got fucked. But anyway, yeah. So usually, if we had to go shopping, usually my family would go to Brookdale Mall, I think, was the one that we went to more often, but Cornwall Square as well. Not yet, Crystal. I haven't done it yet. I've been talking about other stuff. It's always empty. Towers store. Canadians love Sears. Yeah, we do. Thoughts on the Alberta wildfires? They're not great. Cat gun? Nah, I never really bothered with cat guns. But yeah, so yeah, like the three malls. Cornwall had three malls back when I was a kid. We had three malls: Cornwall Square, Brookdale, and Eastcourt Mall. Walmart opened its location right beside Brookdale Mall when I was young, and that kind of killed it. There's still a strip mall there now, but I always thought Brookdale Mall was sort of the nicest of the three. Remember when malls were fun and exciting and an event? Yep. Yeah, Walmart, like Brookdale Mall was probably the best of the three. It had a cinema in it. It didn't really have a food court. It had an A&W, and I think there might have been like something else, but it didn't have a food court. But it did have a movie theater inside. I liked that theater. I had a toy store that I really liked. I forget what the big store was at that place. Like genuinely, I just don't remember what the main store. It might have been like a Hudson Bay or something like that. Riding the bus to the mall in my teens. Yep. Bay. Not in Cornwall. So yeah, there were a few like that was like, and you know, it was a pretty decent mall. It got absolutely killed when Walmart opened right next door. Hey, turkey leg. Walmart just absolutely murdered Brookdale Mall. Eastcourt Mall is still open, technically. Wolco. Don't remember it being Wolco, but that was a long time ago. Yeah, Cornwall, like Eastcourt Mall, technically still open. Nothing in it. It's been dying a slow death for a long time. Not yet, turkey leg. Eastcourt Mall was sort of like was the shittiest of the malls in Cornwall. It was because the East End is sort of the cheaper part of town. So Eastcourt Mall was the cheap mall. I do remember the comic shop. Cornwall's comic shop is Fantasy Realm. There's Fantasy Realm has been open on Pitt Street forever. When I was a kid in the early '90s, when comics were at their peak, Fantasy Realm did have a second location in Eastcourt Mall. I do remember that. And Kit Kat were wrapped in tinfoil. Yep, I remember that. So yeah, it's Eastcourt Mall, but Eastcourt Mall was sort of the cheap mall. It was the shitty mall. And then there's Cornwall Square, which is the one that's still going, but is in not great shape. Like I remember going there. I went to Cornwall Square not long after I got back to Cornwall, and Fifth Wheel. Yeah, the Fifth Wheel wasn't bad. What happens in Cornwall stays in Cornwall. I only went to the Fifth Wheel once or twice. It was kind of a dive, but pretty decent food. Wasn't too bad. Yeah, Cornwall Square. Like I went to Cornwall Square not long after I moved back to Cornwall, and holy shit, like half the storefronts are closed, are empty. At least. 4 or 5 stories and has so many restaurants, movie theater, IMAX theater, Cheesecake Factory, and Target ice rink. Spencer. I don't know if they have Spencer's. I don't know if we have Spencer's in Canada. I honestly don't know. But anyway, yeah, Cornwall Square. It's 2 floors, but there's just really not much left there. They still got the Laura Secord, so they still got the most important thing, the Laura Secord, so that I can get my mom her chocolates on her birthday and at Christmas. Bookstore's still there, Kohl's. I think might be owned by. Oh, who owns Kohl's now? I don't remember. Indigo, maybe. I think Kohl's. The bookstore in Cornwall Square is called Kohl's. I believe it's still owned by. I believe it's owned by Indigo. Hey, Alex. It's it's not a great bookstore. It's it's for Cornwall, so it's mostly just the most popular shit, the most popular books on the market. Not huge space. I still like checking it out when I get the chance. I just like bookstores. Remember when my mom would take us to Mervyn's USA when we were little? Been to Mall of America? I have never been to Mall of America. Hey, Alex. I'm okay. Hey, no. Yeah, it is a big glass. Jesus train. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of a shame what happened to malls as a whole. They really got destroyed. Not yet, Lulu. I should probably get to it. It's been almost 20 minutes. It's been almost 20 minutes, and I still haven't done the what is the most attractive thing about a woman? Her sense of humor. And also her okay. Why am I live? Because why not? Mall was built on a landfill. So just feel whole place shaking. It's practically sinking. Wow. What the best thing about being a woman is? The tits? I'm kidding. The prerogative to have a little fun. Yep. All right. Hey, lipstick queen. All right. So here it is. Here's the box. Thanks, Lady Di. And shirts, short skirts. Oh. Short skirt and long jacket. My address isn't actually on this box, but I'm still being careful. that down later. Fancy, kinda. Alright, I should probably try to be careful opening this. Is there more tape? What am I getting wrong about opening this? There we go. Whee! Ooh la la. Does it work? I don't know. I've just taken it out of the box. We'll find out together. So one thing I want to note right now. This design, that will not take long to drive me nuts. Because it, like, when I'm looking at it, it's going to look dirty. Like, it looks dusty. Right? Like, it looks dusty. So I already know that I'm going to spend a lot of time just going, oh, right, that's not dust. All right. Now let me just finish the rest of this stuff. It's like little stars. I know that. It's little stars, but it's like it's more information, but it's stars now. There we go. I guess this is everything I need out of the box. All right, close this back up in case I need to return it. And yeah, I can just go over there. Sure. Bedazzle it. This adds a little pizzazzle. Why was Harry chugging a chicken wing or hugging a chicken wing? I don't know. Maybe his father wasn't willing to, because maybe he couldn't get a hug from his father. Maybe, do you think of that, Zach? Write my name in rhinestones on it. What? This laptop has never been hugged by its father. Maybe the dust spots glow in the dark. Yeah, we'll see. Probably not, but I guess we'll see. All right. What am I needing it? I mean, I'm probably just gonna write like James on it as the name. Yeah. So they're like, wait, which side plugs into the thing? It's got little. That's kind of. I don't know. That's kind of cute. All right. Bigger hard drive for more. Actually, it's the same hard drive. It's still a 1 GB hard drive. Oops. The laptop I've got now has a 1 GB hard drive, and so does this one. So it's the same size hard drive. Still just two USB ports, it looks like. Primarily gaming, Cornwall Lipstick Queen. Am I afraid? No. I mean, in general. Actually, yes. In general, yes, I am usually afraid. All right. Now let's try turning it on. Ooh, fancy. Look at the, can you see the, I don't think you can really see the colors. But the keyboard lights up. Didn't do a trigger warning for the colors. Gay laptop. And I'm just going to assume it needs to charge a little bit. Is it blue or black? It's black. All right. So I'm just going to leave it to charge for a few minutes. My dark web laptop. Oh, what did JJ ask? Sorry. First kind of. Oh. I think it may just load it up. Yeah. Yep. Hey.
To set up your device using a screen reader, turn on narrator by pressing Windows plus Control plus Enter. For more accessibility features, press Windows plus U, or select the accessibility icon in the bottom corner.
Ooh, fancy. I'm not going to do that, though. I don't need accessibility options. Who is that? That was my computer. I was accidentally turned on narrator and then I started screaming. Yes, I keep my computer pretty much always plugged. Live chat, it says, and I'm like, stop. Laptop is possessed. I mean, I'm pretty sure all electronics are possessed. Yeah, that's the right keyboard layout. Second keyboard layout, no. Kind of laptop, it is an Asus. Give me a second. Gotta enter my Wi-Fi password. Hooray! And connected. It is connected to the internet as well. What's the password? Your mom. Need it so I don't have to use 5G when I come over. Hey, Kelly. Nope, brand new Anunnaki. It is brand new. Thanks, Val. Please keep my PC on. If you insist, you're the boss, computer. Sit back and relax while the magic happens. Ooh, magic. Good things coming your way. Ooh la la. Game will I play first on it? Honestly, probably Dynasty Warriors. Run smooth if I play Elden Ring. I don't know and I don't care. I'm not going to play it. Basically a promise for a happy ending. Personalize it? Yeah. Not really do much to do. I don't really do much personalization of my computers. Yeah, first game I'll play on it. I bought Dynasty Warriors like a couple weeks ago, so that'll probably be first thing I play on it. That said, I am also going to be buying Star Trek Resurgence next week. Next week. Ooh. Republic of Gamers. Ooh. It's got a little flashy little logo and it says Republic of Gamers. Or it said Republic of Gamers. Coworker told my BF he bit his phone in anger. Laptop wallpaper is still a Christmas tree. Licensing agreement. Yeah, fuck it, fine. I'm not going to bother reading it. Laptop wallpaper is still a Christmas tree. Name my device. You know what? I'm not going to say what I name it. I'm not going to say what I name it. Because it's something that will be amusing to me and only me. But anyway. Will it make the name wallpaper? I will probably end up using a photo of Timbit again. I miss my Tim Tim. She was my girl, you know? Just realizing that I don't think this laptop has a built-in Microsoft account. I don't think this laptop actually has a built-in webcam. Interesting. All right, so my Microsoft account. Let's see if I remember my password. Maybe not had Timbit. A couple years now. Was it 2020 that she died? I think it would have been maybe 2020 that she passed. Part of my little box of cat's ashes and the candles, and one of the candles exploded. I mean, that tracks for a cat. Let's be honest, that seems about right for cat. They would do that. That seems like the kind of thing a cat would do. Naughty little bastards. Settings and OneDrive files. I don't think I have anything in my OneDrive, but hey, settings. Yeah, sure. By all means, restore. Let Microsoft and apps use your location. No. Hey, stream not checked if your laptop has. I mean, I have a separate webcam to plug in. Like I plug in a web camera. Like I don't need a separate. Like I don't need a built-in one. I have it's like I have a webcam like sitting on top of my laptop right now. Casey? Fuck Casey. More like no-cation. Exactly, JJ. Nice one. Find my device. No, I don't think I'll need that. Diagnostic data. Required only. I want to give Microsoft as little information as I can. It's music all the time. When I bought my new phone and forgot I needed wireless headphones. Ugh, fuck wireless headphones. Those are the worst. And your laptop, it's currently sitting on my lap. Hey, AW. Indeed it is just sitting in my lap. Improve inking and typing. Send optional inking and typing diagnostic data to Microsoft. No. Tailored experience with diagnostic data. No. I'm not giving you jack shit. Let apps use advertising ID. No, fuck you. They want to send all my information and place it everywhere, and like, no, fuck you. Yeah. I didn't charge, and I really wanted to go for a walk, so now I can't walk. Yeah. Maybe. Not a long weekend for me. I get a regular weekend. Select all the ways you plan to use your device to get personalized tips, ads, and recommendations within Microsoft Experiences. Fuck you. Had a laptop for 2 seconds already yelling at it. Yeah. That was a long weekend. So here in Canada, it is Victoria Day weekend. Trial of Microsoft 365. Pass. I don't need Microsoft. I can download other shit. Victoria? Queen. The Queen from way back, I think. Yes, I believe I do get stat pay. I think for tomorrow specifically. 100 gigabytes more cloud storage. Pass. See, I think it might be tomorrow that I get the stat pay. One second. Your device comes with free Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. That one might not be a bad idea. Nah. I take it Memorial Day weekend, so we get an extra day for the weekend. No, do you? You don't believe in the monarchy? Why should you celebrate it? I don't celebrate it. Hey, Nadine. I don't celebrate Victoria Day, but I don't mind getting extra pay for it. Victoria as a homewrecker? Probably. I'll skip the Xbox Game Pass for now. Support and protection. This seems to be from something like use this thing. Nah, I don't provide my email or phone number to anybody. Fuck King Charles. Lipstick Queen. Fuck that dude. I don't bow down to him. Latest version of Windows 11. I suppose. To pay for extra taxes, to pay for Victoria, to pay to Victoria. All right, and now it's doing some updates. Victoria's long dead. Yep. Impersonation of Charles that Craig Ferguson used to do on the show. No, I don't think so. When did she die? Wasn't it like 19th century? Or was she the one right before Elizabeth? Was she? She might have actually died 20th century. Oh, 1901. She actually made it to the 20th century. She died 1901. All right. So the computer is now set up, which means now I can start downloading shit. Specifically, Firefox. I use Firefox as my browser. Once I've got Firefox installed, I can just go ahead without ever having to open Microsoft Edge ever again. Victorian era. Yep. You like Chrome? Mr. Coffee. Still have I just set the default and I hate myself for it. Set Firefox as default browser, yes. Alright, now a lot of this shit I will just need to do later. There we go. Anyway. Yeah. Need to set all my I'll need to set all my bookmarks back up and drink something cold. My teeth are screaming. Aw, that's never fun. You all want to get petty about British history? Let's go hard on Edward the Confessor or something. Americans pretend they're not like other girls, or not like other Americans. Oh, that's wrong. Ooh. Google.ca as my homepage. Good. No, nobody's ever allowed to be different from 300 million other people. One coat hanging in the closet giving Mr. Rogers vibes. Alright, I assume I will need to download Steam myself. Yep. Whatever, I can just... Ooh. Battery's at 77%. What size Depends do I wear? TikTok? I do. It does come with TikTok pre-installed, funnily enough. Never going to use it. Spotify pre-installed, never going to use that. ESPN, what the fuck do I care about that? Instagram. I'll need to make some changes to my pinned apps. Anyway, yeah, most of the shit I'll just set up myself later. I'll set up offline. Oh crap, a lot of updates that it needs to install. Hey, Chrissy Cupcakes. My new laptop. It's fancy. Your FBI just named Charlie. Mine is named Frank. I don't get my own FBI agent. Do you know why? Do you want to know why I don't get my own FBI agent? Exactly, Vespertine. I'm Canadian. We get CSIS. What brand is that? It is Asus. Now I need to remember what email address I used for Steam. Might need to reset my my Steam password. Can't see it. Plan. Like I said, I'll set this aside for now. Yeah, just going to powered off. Anyway, for games I plan on playing, Star Trek Resurgence comes out next week. So that's why we purchased it. Yeah. Come on, turn off, turn off. There we go. My son took a DoorDash to JoJo. Say spicy stuff, and maybe you can get another alphabet agent. There we go. So yeah, Echo Dolphin. I tried it. I wasn't very good. I had no idea what to do. Like, I tried Echo the Dolphin. I had no idea what to do. Like, literally, I just right off the bat, like from the beginning of the game, I was completely lost. I had no idea where the hell I was supposed to go. What do you think of it? The aliens using stars to communicate? I don't think that's a real thing. Anyway, yeah. So the game's Star Trek Resurgence. I will be playing that one. Playing Stray and Atard. Looks really good though. Stray looks really good. I did watch somebody do a let's play of it. There was, as you can imagine, a fair bit of crying and like oohing and crying, like, oh, that's so cute. The cats die. I mean, if you screw up. The cat only dies if you screw up. Like, it's a player death. Other than that, no. The cat does not die. Or, like, you don't see any cats dying. Anyway, so the games. It's not it's more of a puzzle game. It is more a puzzle game, sort of like figuring out how to navigate. So get from one place to another, figure out how to solve certain little puzzles. Imagine being rich and tipping like people who make your monthly salary in a year. Won't play, but I don't want to see any animal violence. I let animals kill me in most cases because it's too sad. So yeah, there are weird little critters that chase you around and try to kill you. Try to eat you. But they're weird little critters. So I mean, it's like eggs. Hey, eggy head. So the goal is to avoid dying. Lots in every job now ask for tips. I mean, they kind of have to because they're not getting paid enough to live. They're not getting paid enough to live off of. Die a noble death at sea. Scale of 1 to 10, how much do I like bacon? I'll give it a 7, I guess. Don't think I've ever had a blizzard. Jacuzzi? Never. Not gonna happen. Sorry, Lipstick Queen. Jacuzzi's not gonna happen. Hey, Jerry's Keeper. Kick-ass gaming machine. It's a pretty good gaming machine. Not sure kick-ass, but it's solid. It'll be able to play the games that I want to play. Wendy's Frosty? No. Hire an actor to do it? GTA? No. No GTA games. Those are not my kind of game. Why do I hate the jacuzzi? Because I don't wanna. You drink milkshakes and wait? I avoid milkshakes now. Roguelike games? Also not really my genre. Zelda game? I mean, not on my laptop. That's on the Switch. And no. I watched like 2 hours of the Zelda game. And yeah, I mean, it's not for me. I look forward to watching a Let's Play of it. Yeah, I look forward to watching a good Let's Play. Can't say mental. I have played GTA. Shit, I even played a little bit of GTA 5. It's not the kind of game that I like playing. Did I hit it? No, it looks really good. I'm gonna hold off for a couple months. Hold off for a few months until some of the Let's Plays are finished before I watch any. Before I watch Let's Plays, but it definitely looks like the kind of game. It's like, yeah, that's not the kind of game that I can play. Record my playthrough and send it to you. I mean, as long as you're like doing side quests and talking to NPCs and that sort of thing. Hey, Lady Sunflower. Because man, I hate when people do Let's Plays and just don't talk to NPCs. When they don't read in-game lore. You know, like, read the in-game lore, damn it. It's there to be read. It's there to be enjoyed. People put hard work into that. Deontay wants me to play Zelda, but I'm not into it. Not into games like Zelda and Pokemon and Mario. Yeah, fair. Play GTA and mod it to be in Canada. Is that a thing? I guess it is. That's pretty funny, honestly. Alright, I kind of like that you can mod GTA to take place in Canada. Can you mod GTA to be anywhere in the world? On PS5, I have no idea, but on PC, probably. Just about. Am I a human? Maybe. That said, Grand Theft Auto doesn't work in Canada. We don't have as many guns. We don't have the guns that US has. The Grand Theft Auto franchise only works in the US because nowhere else in the world is that fucking crazy when it comes to guns. Only have 6 guns. Sorry. Portal. It's yeah, not my kind of game. It's I only have 29 games left. It's like puzzle games aren't really my thing. Never finished it. What I hate about GTA is how the character can carry around a rocket propelled grenade, a shotgun, and an assault rifle, and somehow just versus it. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just most games just give infinite, just give infinite pocket space. It's just, make it easier. My back isn't that big. See, it has big pockets, exactly. Wearing a suit for no reason is just funny. I should say, while we're on the topic of, I suppose while we're on the topic of games, guess what game I'm getting back to on Monday? Guess what we're playing on Monday? That's right. Cove. Portal 3. No, I don't think they made a third Portal game. My understanding is that Portal 3 will probably come out right around the same time as Half-Life 3. No, the game is called Our Life, Beginnings and Always. It's just an us thing. Calling it Cove is just an us thing. Cove is a character. Cove is the character. That is my computer fan, yes. Yeah, the final DLC finally dropped. No, never played Magic the Gathering. So yeah, we will finally be able to finish up with Cove. Gamer girlfriend. Matching Asus laptops, complaining about the specking. We play games next to each other. Speckling. Ape Escape. No, I'm playing Star Trek. Guys, I'm playing Star Trek Resurgence. That is the game I'm going to play next. The dust on my laptop. The stars. That fan. It is kind of a loud fan on the. This is the laptop I've had for the past 2 years, year and a half, 2 years, year and a half, 2 years, maybe a year and a half. I've had this one for I think about a year and a half now. And yeah, it's just always been kind of a loud fan. But yeah, Star Trek Resurgence comes out next week. I will be playing that one. After that, I will probably end up playing what's it? I'll probably do the Life is Strange remaster. When do you play a game we choose? One season. Your own template. Because I want to play games that I will enjoy, Eggiehead. The games that you all choose, they're not going to be games that I'm interested in. Grand Theft Auto? I don't fucking care about Grand Theft Auto. Fucking Elden Ring? Hell no, I'm not playing anything from Software. I don't have the fucking patience for that shit. Jesus Christ, no, I don't have that kind of patience to die over and over and over and over and over and fucking over and over and fucking over again. I don't have the patience to die 1,000,000 times before I can, in order to finish the game. Call of Duty, no, fuck Call of Duty. Fuck shooters. Don't care about shooters, whether first person or third person, frankly. I don't care about, regardless of what person it is. I don't care about shooters. I don't care about fighting games. I don't care about any sports games. I don't care about super difficult games that require months to learn how to play well. Emily is Away. I do like Emily is Away. I backed Emily is Away on Kickstarter back in the day. Really enjoyed that one. I might do I might do videos of Emily is Away and the sequel, because there's a sequel to Emily is Away out. So I actually might do videos of those two games, of the two Emily is Away games. There's a third one. Nice. So yeah, I might do videos for those, just because that was a really good game. Look up Anthem personally. Persona, I don't know. Persona, maybe not. But anyway, yeah, I want to play games that I will enjoy. Static and the Fan is still not great. Yeah, sorry, Vesper team. Mortal Kombat? No, I haven't cared about Mortal Kombat since I was. Last time I cared about Mortal Kombat was Mortal Kombat 3, whatever year that came out. Life is Strange might stress you out. You don't move fast enough to get nice to your whole playthrough. I've watched a Let's Play. I did watch a Let's Play of that game. I figure I can probably manage it. There's only a couple bits where you need to actually worry about how fast you're moving. You have a Mario game? 3. I'd say Mario 3 was my favorite. So yeah, Star Trek Resurgence is the one that I'm going to be playing, because I love Star Trek. I love Star Trek, and that one looks like it's a narrative-driven game. Not, no action, no fighting, no combat. It's not all about space combat and all that shit. It's about the characters. And it's about the plot and the story. And like that, I enjoy. That's the kind of thing that I enjoy. Life of the Vampire game? Nah. Honestly, I don't really have any. I don't really want to get. I don't really want to play anything involving Buffy. I don't really want to get into anything connected to Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon's an asshole, so I'm not really interested in supporting anything that he makes, that he's been involved with. Take another. We're allowed guns. It's just there are stricter regulations on them. Canada's a big hunting country. Take another. That's a big thing to remember. We are a hunting country. Vampire the Masquerade's best. I played that shit when I was a teenager. The tabletop Vampire the Masquerade, the tabletop game. I played that. I kind of got obsessed with that. I didn't really play it very often, but I was kind of obsessed with the lore and everything. What do you have? Moose? Geese? Shadow Temple and Macarena gave me nightmares. Yeah, like Vampire Bloodlines. Again, I watched a Let's Play of it. I don't think it's the kind of game that I would be able to play. I'm not really great at PC gaming. Give me something with a controller. Something the US could use. It's easier to get a gun in a lot of states as long as you can pass a background check. And here's the thing, take another. Gun shows. I think in most states, sales at gun shows don't actually require the background check. And there's a lot of permanent gun shows. So there are places in the US where anyone, literally anyone, can just go in and buy a gun. Not worried. Not sure, President. I was under the impression that that was a loophole for it. Change. Okay, it was change view again. How much you want to bet, though, take another? That a lot of gun shows probably still don't really follow through on it. Like, I would be willing to bet that there's a lot of gun shows a lot of vendors at gun shows who probably kind of don't put much effort into doing the background check. La Roche Poussey. Face mask on stream and paint your nails. US has a gift clause where you can have anyone gift you a gun. Yet, I imagine that's probably been used for a fair number of. I imagine that's probably been used for a fair number of loopholes. Kitchen zombie. I know. I will at some point. Truthfully, I'd imagine that. I honestly don't understand. Well, no. I honestly think a gun registry is just one of those no shit ideas. You know, one of the a gun registry is one of those things where it's like, yeah, why is that not a thing? But in my state, as of January 2023, Arizona has no law requiring a background check on the purchase of a firearm when the seller is not a licensed dealer. Yep. But the NRA has such a stranglehold on the Republican Party. What if someone commits a crime with a gun registered to you that you gave to them? Well, I mean, that's kind of the point, Lipstick Queen. Like, if your gun is stolen, hey, you can call the police and say, hey, my gun was stolen. This is the registry number. If you give someone a gun and they use it to commit a crime, well then, hey, you get to be liable. You get to be partially liable because you just gave someone a fucking gun. How's the NRA so powerful? Money. Here's what happened. The NRA started off as dedicated to firearms education, firearms safety education. That is what it started off as. And like people were members because they provided a lot of useful safety information. And I think there were a lot of other benefits as well. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Was it At one point, was it like almost kind of mandatory to be an NRA member if you were a gun owner? Maybe not. But anyway, like so it was super common. Some guy on Twitter said children die for our right to the Second Amendment. Yep. That is absolutely true, Chrissy Cupcakes. People are willing to sacrifice children in the name of the Second Amendment. Anyways, yeah, like the NRA, like it started off as a beneficial group. It did good, like it was used for something good, and it got a reputation for that. Back in, I believe it was the 70s. I think it was the 70s where it became a more political. I sacrifice children daily. I don't need a gun to do that. Because you're sacrificing them the old-fashioned way, you know? Roll up sleeves and take us to the gun show. You know, you're sacrificing them. You're sacrificing children the way the gods intended, Jenna. The way Quetzalcoatl intended. Yeah, so like I think it's the 70s, the NRA started becoming more political, and they just started. I have seen that one, Chrissy Cupcakes. That's a good one. That's a funny one. Not Beelzebub. Honestly, I just thought it would be funny to reference Quetzalcoatl. So yeah, they started becoming more political in the 70s. They became, rather than an organization that advocated for gun owners, they became an organization dedicated to gun manufacturers. They sort of latched onto guns as a political issue for fundraising. Like that's really what it was. It was fundraising, and they allied with the Republican Party, who used it for fundraising purposes. The reality is, most NRA members, like most actual NRA members, never mind just the general public, even most NRA members support a wide range of gun laws that the NRA fights hard against. Because the NRA doesn't actually give a shit about gun safety. They don't care about gun safety anymore. They don't care about gun owners. They care about gun manufacturer profits. That is the one and only thing that the NRA cares about is money. It's all about the money. They no longer care about anything other than raising money for themselves and for the gun manufacturers. The Canadians talk about USA politics, political topics stuff. Kinda. We do, Chrissy. We do talk about US politics a lot up here for two major reasons. First of all, it's very dramatic down there, okay? Like, you have to admit, your politics are very dramatic. It's not even about it being a shit show. Canadian politics regularly a shit show as well. But it's not as dramatic as US politics. Like, the whole world pays attention to US politics because, holy shit. They're like, wait, what did Marjorie Taylor Greene say? What? What the fuck does that even mean? Mass shootings and people trying to take over the government and all very dramatic. The other reason that Canada in particular pays very close attention to the US, we have to. So yeah, Pierre Trudeau, father of our current prime minister. So Pierre Trudeau once compared it, once said about the U.S. Living next to you is, in some ways, like sleeping with an elephant. No matter how friendly and even-tempered is the beast, if I can call it that, one is affected by every twitch and grunt. So the reality is, yeah, I mean, we just have to pay attention to US politics. Because we have to sort of take precautions for ourselves. I mean, I'm not a fan of Justin Trudeau. I don't like trust Justin Trudeau either, so him to lead over in Canada, yeah. Major trading partner. US is our biggest trading partner. And we share a border. We share the longest border in the world. The proximity means that we got to get, the proximity is also means that, you know, we see a lot of US entertainment. I mean, I think that's something that maybe Americans may underestimate when it comes to misunderstand. That it's something that Americans may misunderstand when it comes to Canada paying paying a lot of attention to American politics. We get a lot of your media up here. You know, a lot of your TV shows air in Canada. That includes your news channels. That includes your news shows. It includes your comedy shows, which comedy shows often talk about politics. Comedy often gets into politics. Drama often gets into politics. Like a lot of shows that get into political topics. So yeah, we learn a great deal about you. Canada's greatest export was Degrassi. Is Judge Judy on Canada? Yes. What it is, we get access to to American channels. Like ABC, CBS, NBC, ABC, like a lot of American channels air in Canada. We just get we get a lot of American TV up here. Because we don't have, and because the US produces so much of it, we don't produce as much ourselves as we otherwise would. Where do they film Trailer Park Boys? I don't know. I'm not sure. miss Jenny Jones. So yeah, it's just like I don't think Americans really understand that aspect of it. Like there are a lot of Americans who get pissed off whenever Canadians talk about US. Like, focus on your own country. Why are you talking about America? You're not American. Why are you talking about US? Talk about your own country. It's like, I mean, there's more American content on Canadian TV than there is Canadian content. We don't have much of a choice but to be exposed to what you guys do. I don't understand much. Kids just snort pixie sticks in class, which pretty much disrupted the class, so I didn't learn much. Fair enough. Now we get Dr. Phil. Yeah. Ugh. Most Canadian content I've seen is suck. I mean, a fair bit of it. But I mean, we've got Corner Gas. Kids in the Hall was an amazing show. Just for Laughs is, pretty solid stand-up comedy. There was always Due South back in the 90s. Anyone remember Due South, that show where a Mountie ends up in the US? I never watched the show myself, but that was a thing, right? Dr. Phil can send me to the ranch if you know what I mean. I don't know what you mean, Jenna. Sorry. South Park make fun of Canadians? I mean, barely. They say that we like farts. That's their... It's like South Park's... Like, honestly, Canadians actually really like the... like, most Canadians actually really enjoy South Park's jokes about Canada. The one about Canada having one road? That one was great. So, like, yeah, I mean, like, when South Park does their jokes about Canada, we actually really enjoy it. Heard when you go to Japan, South Korea, it's better to say you're Canadian so they don't treat you like crap. I mean, that's for a long, long time. For a long time, the advice when traveling abroad is to put, like, a Canadian flag on your bag. Do you have issues with meese in traffic? Not normally. So yeah, I mean, like, for a long time, it is just okay. Good night, Val. Hey, Frida. Like, that's always been sort of the advice because Americans just have a reputation for being obnoxious as tourists, for being obnoxious tourists. I suspect it's a minority of Americans who actually are obnoxious tourists. But, like, I suspect it's probably, like, a relatively small number. Like, maybe 10%, if that. Maybe, like, 5% of American tourists are genuinely obnoxious about it. But they stand out. Japanese love Americans. I think I've heard that as well, Lipstick Queen. Honestly, I think it's Europe more. I think it's more Europe where they just hate Americans. It's like whenever you're traveling overseas, like whenever you're in Europe, it's better to have, if you can, just have like an American flag or a Canadian flag somewhere on you. Yeah, it's like Look, I'm not awful. I'm not awful. I'm Canadian. Not just tourists in America that are just tourists from another state. Yep. So yeah, I'm Canadian and awful. But we've got the reputation for being polite. Hey, Mary. Brits are hated in some countries too. I think a lot of Europe doesn't much care for Britain right now. I think a lot of countries in Europe don't much care for specifically the English. I imagine Scots are probably fine in most of Europe. Yeah, and I like most Scots are probably fine traveling in Europe, but the English, no. I think the Brexit shit turned a lot of Europeans off because it was such fucking stupid, so fucking stupid. Have you ever watched True Crime? The way Canadians treat criminals is really kind. Disagree on that one, Chrissy, but we've had a few Canadians here touristing and they were rude. I mean, some Canadians are shitty and rude. And a fair number, especially if they're going to the US, I think because Canadians love to feel superior to Americans, like in interrogations. I mean, we've got marginally better rules in place for that, but nah, Canada's got some serious issues as well. Yeah, so Canadians love nothing more than to feel superior to Americans. That is the closest we have to a national identity. Yeah. I agree. Canada's got some serious bullshit going on too. We got a lot of shit to deal with on our own. Like Canada is fucked up. Like deeply racist and truthfully, most of the problems that the US has, Canada also has. Not all of them. We don't have the same problem. We don't have the same problem with mass shootings. I don't think we have for-profit prisons. A concept that that will always strike me as just horrific. You had to rate the fucked up in this one. I mean, US is probably more fucked up. But Canadians just don't vocalize it. I mean, plenty do. What it comes down to, no one wants to. Most people want to think their country is good. You know, most people want to have the attitude that, yeah, sure, we've got our problems, but on the whole, Miranda rights. I don't know if they're called Miranda rights, but yeah, we got something similar. Like we have similar rights regarding, yeah, right to an attorney and right to stay silent. Just don't want to get shot. Fair. They might actually still be called Miranda rights in Canada. I don't know. Is Canada rural? There's a lot of rural places in Canada. Like it is a pretty rural country. There's Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, a few other, there are cities of, a few 100,000 people, but most of our cities rarely get more than a few 100,000. we've got a lot of cities that are like 100,000 or less, 50 to 100,000, and we've got a lot of rural areas. Bigger cities are close to the border. Yeah, for the most part, most of them. There's a couple that are pretty far. There's a couple that are actually like Edmonton, I think, is pretty far north of in Alberta. Easier for Canada to be more in common with each other as there are less people. America's drastically different from state to state, in California way bit. Canadians are pretty spread out as well, though. Take another. We're spread out right across the border, like right across the country. One difference is that we don't have quite the same I don't want to put it. Our provinces tend to work closer with the federal government than a lot of states do with the U.S. federal government. The U.S. has like its big states' rights thing. That is a huge deal to quite a few states. Is states' rights, states' rights. A lot of racists still bring up the Civil War as a states' rights thing. I mean, Quebec is a province. The province of Quebec is sort of an exception. That one, they are pretty big on having their own sort of way of doing things. But for the most part, like we didn't have a war over this, so we are sort of fine. Just not quite this. Like it's there's still definitely a sense of provinces. Alberta in particular doesn't really much care for the federal government getting involved in the business. But on the whole, I mean, we've got our healthcare system is sort of top down. A lot of other stuff is sort of regulated by the federal government, so that one isn't as much a matter of population. It's just we don't have the same history that the U.S. has. We weren't founded in the same way on the same principles. I wonder what it would feel like to actually get a therapist and not have to sell a quarter of your soul. Yeah. I wanted to see a movie, but was kind of nervous to go to the theater. I mean, you're fine. I mean, like movie theaters haven't been a particularly common place for. None of it is also next up. I mean, that's because none of it is primarily Indigenous people, and the federal government doesn't give a shit about Indigenous people. There you go. Thanks. I'm sleeping. I mean, it's warm. Snowbirds. Like, there's a lot of snowbirds. Canada gets really cold in the winter, so they go down to Florida. Would I go to none of it? Probably not, no. There's nothing in none of it. Like, the whole province is empty. Let's see, what I want to visit. New York City. Only place in the US that I have any real interest in. One guy at my apartment told me he was preparing for the Civil War. Yeah, that's a common attitude among Republicans. They're obsessed with the idea of a second Civil War. They're desperate for it. They are super into it. Which is stupid because most of them are fucking cowards who would fold the first time anyone took a shot at them. I think it might vary, Anunnaki. Read about a nuclear war. I don't think I would live. I wouldn't live. Yeah, what Republicans fantasize about is being able to just fucking kill people with impunity. That is a Republican fantasy. It absolutely is a conservative fantasy. Just being able to shoot whoever they want without any consequences. Just to be able to get straight up murder anytime they want, no consequences. Because they see the world ultimately as a very scary place full of people who want to harm them, and they're the lone warrior and they're the lone warrior in a war against madness and blah blah fucking blah. They're fucking not. They're fucking idiots. Like the movie's Purge. Hey, Trash Bandy. Yeah, I'm not streaming from my new laptop, but here is my new laptop, Trash Bandy. Alright, I think I'm ready to end the stream. It's coming close to 2 hours, so I think I'm going to end the stream here. But this has been. It's 4 a.m. It is, Jenna. It is 4 a.m. More gameplay stuff? Yep. Couple games I want to play that aren't really that there's a few games that I want to play that my laptop isn't really optimized for. Go play with your new laptop. I mean, it's late, so I probably won't be playing with it much tonight. It's gonna be a few days. It's gonna take some time before I actually really get a chance to play to use it much. But for now, thanks for coming. And see you tomorrow. Good night.